What is good, bro? What is good, bro? God bless you. God bless you. Remember, stick to the end of the video for the Bible message. I would really appreciate if you stick to the end for the Bible message, or even just skip to the end for the Bible message. I just really want you to get this Bible message while we enjoy content together. Keep our eyes focused on the Lord while we enjoy content together. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally here. The first trailer for regular show, The Lost Tale. Where's the trailer? Wait. You're telling me they made it?
Come on, man. I was waiting for this. I seen that they had posted like the trailer. I ignored it just so I could watch it with y'all. Come on, man.
Either to hype up a poster? Screw it, we'll roll with it. We finally have our first look at regular show, The Lost Tapes. The long-awaited revival featuring the return of our beloved park gang. Not only do we finally have an official area in the United States, but we have details on where this series will air, and it actually might surprise you. So let's get into it. You know Els has a new show. Regular show, The Lost Tapes.
Alright, sirs. Why they ain't say the joke?
May 11th on Cartoon Network. The poster seems as if it's business as usual. Mordecai and Ricky howling around on the cart. But I believe it actually contains a couple of Easter eggs referring to upcoming episodes, such as the fact that Mordecai and Ricky are holding boba. There was a huge boba boom in the mid-2010s, and by the time it really got popular, regular show was already wrapping up. So it was something they never got to tackle. So I'm guessing we're gonna get a classic regular show adventure centered around boba. Maybe Mordecai and Ricky get hooked onto the drink, only to discover weird, supernatural, horrifying shit about the tiny boba pearls. Maybe they'll be souls of the damned. Or maybe the cafe I mean in Market or guests start serving boba, leading to some always cringe-worthy interactions between Mordecai and Margaret. Hijinks ensue, yada yada. My eye also can't help but be drawn to the pile of garbage behind them, which has the power keyboard stacked on top, implying it'll be relevant for another adventure. Who knows? Maybe it'll serve as a narrative device for the Lost Tapes. Maybe every episode they're using the power to take a stroll down memory lane. That feels a bit too elaborate, especially when the entire series was implied to be a tape that Pops himself was watching. So I'm expecting the Lost Tapes to be more of the same. Tapes that either Pops or the Seer is watching. Either way, I do believe all these objects will be relevant to the upcoming season of the show. I do think the inclusion of Boba here may actually indicate that they want to tackle more topics and trends the show missed when they were either in space or off the air. I don't know if I want them to go too far, like, I don't want to see regular show go full smartphone. But after the original run gave us an episode on cat videos, I wouldn't be surprised if there's an episode built around it. Regular show in space did shine a light on the streaming wars and how technology like DVDs and VHS tapes were becoming obsolete. So you could argue they could continue to explore new technology versus old technology without it feeling like too much of a deviation from what makes regular show special. And that it's a show that embraces a lot of 80s and 90s while feeling like it could be set during the 2000s. Granted, some episodes are set after the finale, which I'm begging for. Then you have a great argument of introducing newer technology. But let's really get into this announcement, as we have a bundle of details courtesy of Squiggly, a UK-based animation magazine. Incredible that we're getting details about the US release from the UK. When did my Cartoon Network get so lame? Cartoon Network announced today the return of one of its most celebrated animated comedy series, Regular Show, premiering with a special half-hour episode on May 11th, across Cartoon Network's global channels, Regular Show The Lost Tapes covers all new chaotic escapades of Mordecai and Rigby. So starting with a half-hour special is very important if you ask me. Regular Show's half-hour episodes tend to be the strongest of the bunch. And by coming back with one as opposed to another London episode like the Gumball, it feels like the team is looking right at us and saying, we're not just in this to pay some bills. We truly miss this world and these characters, and we have plenty of batshit insane ideas in store for you. And personally, I'm all for it. Now, whether this special will actually introduce the concept of the Lost Tapes, or if it'll just be another Balls to the Walls regular show adventure, we'll have to wait and see to find out. Either way, I'm stoked. Created by executive producer Gigi Quintel and produced by Cartoon Network Studios, regular show The Lost Tape centers on Mordecai and Rigby, best friends who work and live at a local park. Somehow, their mundane jobs always descend into surreal chaos, much to the annoyance of their boss and co-workers. From crashing a friend's luau to searching for the sweetest spot to take a nap, avoiding work quickly spirals into thwarting sort disasters in the most hilarious and entertaining of ways. I'm assuming crashing a luau and searching for a spot to nap are both going to be episodes of the new show, which sounds great to me because that sounds like classic regular show. Regular show has always been a cultural lightning bolt, defined by bold humor, unforgettable characters, and a distinctive visual style. Its return underscores our commitment to premium animation with global appeal. With regular show The Lost Tapes, Gigi Quintel and the team honor the original's legacy. We're excited to bring Mordecai, Rigby, and the gang back to audiences worldwide while welcoming a new generation of fans. It's been so much fun working with everyone on our regular show, dude. Sorry, which is also my Mordecai impression, because you know, they sound alike. We're just making stuff up for ourselves and trying to crack each other up. It reminds me a lot of the original run. I can't wait for everyone to see it. Whoa! Beyond the screen, fans globally can dive deeper into the universe of regular show The Lost Tapes through a new custom takeover and Cartoon Network Game On, the network's popular Roblox metaverse experience. So yeah, I didn't realize this existed, and I'm assuming it's primarily outside of the US, but yeah, Cartoon Network Games has been living on through Roblox. It's kind of crazy. This started back in 2022, and it seems like they're gonna start bringing patch support starting with regular shows, so maybe they'll bring it over here if it's not in the US already. For 6 weeks, users can fully immerse themselves in key locations from the show in a brand new regular show island. Players can meet popular regular show characters including Rigby, Mordecai, Benson, Skips, Pops, Muscle Man, and Hi-Fi Ghost, run around the park in iconic regular show vehicles, including Gold Cart and Lawnmower, and build regular show themed rides and decorations in their own theme park. Additionally, fans can make a stage, grab an instrument, and rock the park in the regular show rhythm minigame, Mordecai and Rigby's Rock Out. Man, this sounds awesome! Again, when did my Cartoon Network get so lame? All these niggas put out was a tweet! And to put your mind at ease, a grand majority of the regular show alumni are returning to work on this series. Not just Gigi Quintel, but Toby Jones, Ryan Slater, and a ton of other familiar names. So again, I really don't expect this to feel that much different from the original series. But now here comes the United States details. Regular show The Lost Tapes will premiere internationally on Cartoon Network and HBO Max on Monday, May 11th. In the United States alone, it will premiere on Cartoon Network and arrive on HBO Max and Hulu later this year. Now that is shocking! This is the first Cartoon Network original since We Baby Bears, like 5 years ago, to premiere on cable. So apparently they aren't giving up on cable, which is just insane to think about, because it really felt like they were waving the white flag. We had a whole generation of Cartoon Network shows premiering on HBO Max, but it also makes sense given that they
What?
It is their best bet at trying to ride cable numbers. But of all, I really was expecting this to be streaming only, though it's interesting it's going to both Max and Hulu, as I was just assuming it would only be on Hulu like Gumball. And I'm assuming Hulu will help foot the bill, but apparently streaming numbers were so strong on HBO Max that they want to get it up on there too. Although it's interesting that it doesn't seem to be next day on Max, which is pretty concerning. It sounds like it'll be a Rick and Morty situation where the whole season has to air on cable before it can hit either platform.
That's cool. I'm all for that. For the nostalgia of everything, I would sit in front of the TV and watch this on cable.
I think that is honestly a bad move. Gumball moved to Hulu for a reason. Cable fell off, and it's...
I would not say cable fell off. People just, generation switched and chose that they would like streaming.
Massive audience was able to watch the show on Hulu, an extremely accessible service. Now they're creating a scenario that we've seen over and over again in shows like Amphibia and The Owl House, where it airs on cable. People see clips, they're naturally like, oh, where do I watch it? And then other people are like, well, it's airing on TV, but it'll be on streaming later. And then person A is like, oh, that's kind of lame, I don't want to...
We're not worried about person A.
Wait that long? I want to watch it now. I just want to pirate it. And then it'll still do well when it doesn't stream, but the numbers will be as strong, and the dark will be like, oh, look at all we thought. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, it would have been. And
Language.
But no, the first place with all the numbers in there. So I'm a little worried about that, but beyond that potential mistake, I think this revival is looking pretty solid. Granted, we haven't seen any actual, animation yet, haven't heard a joke, but I'm confident regular show is cooking. But with all that said, these are just my thoughts, and I want to hear yours. What do you think? How do you feel about regular show The Lost Tapes based on everything we know so far? Let us know in the comments down below, and keep the conversation going over on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll share box and our roundtable vids.
Shout out to him. The original video will be down below the description. Like always. Hey, I know what time it is. Like always, wrap in this Bible. Like always. 5 loaves and 2 fishes. Okay. 5 loaves and 2 fishes. And this is Matthew 14, Mark 6, Luke 9, and John 6. Gradually, more and more people wanted to listen to Jesus. He would often speak to the people for hours at a time. But because he was so interested, no one noticed time passing by. One day, Jesus was teaching by Lake Galilee. The day wore on and on. By sunset, 5,000 were still gathered around him. They were all hungry. The disciples were themselves feeling tired. Please send the people away, they begged Jesus. Tell them to walk to the farms and villages to find food. But Jesus replied, Why don't you give them food? The disciples were puzzled. Where can we get enough food to feed this crowd? They asked. Just then, Jesus' disciple Andrew stepped toward. This little boy is offering his food to Jesus, he said. He has 5 barley leaves and 2 fishes, but that is certainly not enough to feed all these people. Jesus said, Tell everyone to sit down. The disciples went off to do as Jesus had said. Jesus returned to the little boy. He took the loaves and fishes and thanked God for them. Then he gave the food to the disciples, who broke it up and handed it out to the people. Everyone ate as much as they needed and soon felt full. When they had finished, Jesus said to the disciples, Gather up the leftovers. To their surprise, the disciples gathered up 12 baskets of leftover food. And man, have a beautiful day, bro. And God bless you, bro. Do not give up. Like I always say, do not give up, bro. Because if God got you here and you watch this video, he got a purpose and a plan for your life. You are blessed. You are smart and intelligent. Please remain courageous. And do not let nobody dim your life for the Lord. Be zealous for the Lord in the work that you do for the Lord. He's always watching. He's always with you. He does not forsake you. Anyway, God bless you, man. See you tomorrow, man. God bless you.